Let's get our tour of the Alps ready. Wait, why can I hear myself? Oh my god. What have I got playing? There we are. Anyway, Tour of the Alps. Let's get into it. Proto Race, I missed out. Classic me. 2 Pro, Tour of the Alps. Load start list 2017 route. Quite a lot of hilly stages. Make it quite interesting. Quite a decent start list of riders. Big teams like Visma Leasebike with Enric Mas, Saint Utebrooks, Santner with Rubio Soler Verona, Caruso, Benocona Rodriguez Sivakov, former winner of course, Perval Sivakov, Bardet Paul Tretnik, Harper, Butrago Carapaz, Monkeys, Fazion, Michael Storer, Kreiswag, Venitveld, Godu, Vancolin, Albanese, Caicedo, Sepulveda, Guglielmi, Heiderscheid. Quite a decent all-round team of riders here. First stage finishes a little bit of a punchy finish there. Carapaz is the favourite from EF Easy Post, Enric Mas and David Godu. (2017) Tour of the Alps was won overall by Geraint Thomas of Team Sky, Thibaut Pinot in second, and Domenico Pozzovivo in third. Mounts classification jersey was won by Alexander Folivarov of Gazprom Rush Velo Youth, Egan Bernal of Androni Sidomek Botchia, and sprints Pascal Ackermann of Bora Hansgrohe with BMC Racing Team taking out the team classification. Stage 1 ended in a reduced sprint. Scarponi took the stage ahead of Thomas, Pino, Formolo, Pozzovivo, Cataldo, and Cataneo 4 seconds back. That's a throwback. Scarponi of Astana Kazakhstan team, first rider in the Chiclamino leaders jersey. Stage 1, let's get it going. Pull our rider right to the back. Mapai, of course. Mapai hype. Confirmation of the start list is there. Quite a lot of teams. Enric Mas, the game says, is the favourite. Are we going to see a breakaway? We should do, with a sprint on offer. 2 KOM points. And some points at the finish. It is Arkea BNB. What do they call themselves? BNB Arkea? Arkea BNB Hotels, who are the first team to attack. He is joined by Corey Davis of Leopard Pro Cycling. Looks like a lot of French riders or French teams getting in the breakaway today. Let's wait till they establish a bit more before we have a deeper look at who is in the break. Rodriguez is sitting high up to the front, protected by Luke Rowe. Mihovic of Bahrain Victorious doing a bit of the pacemaking for the peloton. A few gentle hills and a few pretty steep ones for a plateau. Go up another little bump, and then the finishing climb, which looks pretty consistent all the way to the finish. Breakaway of 3 as have been allowed to establish. We have from Koratek, Zambelli. We have Hoen from Tudor Pro Cycling and Wilczk from CIC. Nothing much happening now. We're going down the other side of the mountain. The gap is 4 minutes. Little Trek have a team mate on the front. EF, Easy Post, Visma, Lisa Bike, Saint, Uber, Lotto Des. Really all the teams have got a rider here towards the front. Just making sure the breakaway doesn't stay away for the entire race. Actually, who do I pick for the stage? Actually, the game says Cara Perez is the favourite. I reckon we see Minkies win the stage. Rider from Dimension Data. I think he's going to do well today. Breakaway still working well together. 6 kilometers till the intermediate sprint. No bonus seconds, just points on offer. Best rider out of the 3 of them for the sprint will be the American, the Italian. They're all going for it now. The American launches first on the right hand side. It's the Italian and the German through the middle. 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. Zambelli is likely not going to be in the sprint jersey, as there's 25, 18 and 12 points as the first 3 places at the finish line. KOM point, which I almost missed. Wilsch, the German, takes it ahead of the Italian, getting his own back. It all depends on the second KOM point as to who will wear the, assuming it's a blue jersey, tomorrow. Or red. The German's going for it again. He wants to extend his lead. They see the peloton not too far behind them now, only 2 minutes 40. The German has died, and the American takes the points on the line. The German still having the most points there today. He'll be in the KOM jersey tomorrow. Unless one of the other 2 riders makes it to the finish. Peloton's having a few splits in the descent. A few riders just dropping the wheel there. Looks like Leopard Trek, UAE Team Emirates, Arkea B&B, and Bardiani, who have been caught out behind. But it is the rider from Corotech, the lone rider from Corotech, who is dragging everyone back up. We didn't see a crash, did we? No crash, just everyone just getting left behind. Another split in the peloton. There's not even not even crosswind. It's just 2 kilometers an hour. Riders are just dropping the wheel. Hopefully it all comes back together. Let's keep an eye on it. There's not much happening in the rest of the race. This small group here is also having trouble keeping up. Mulbran of Bardiani doing some of the work here. Quite a few Conti teams out the back. Ineos Grenadiers have Van Beckham in this bunch of 16. Pace must be, the set must be very hot. It absolutely looks like it. Pseudo Quickstep almost sprinting on the front, trying to catch this breakaway. No doubt they will, but the effort they're putting in is probably not what they're expecting. Tiviani here looks like the co-leader for Team Corotech. He's not having a good day. Another split in the peloton. Is this one of those days where the crosswind's too big that it just doesn't show the crosswind? No, it only says 1 kilometer an hour. It's back together again, but the riders are just having trouble holding each other's wheels. Breakaway still has 40 seconds on the peloton, 30 kilometers to go. They're about to climb the penultimate climb. Will this be a good chance for these two groups out the back to catch up? But it looks like it won't be, as these groups here are somewhat sitting up, becoming the gruppetto, are they? Any big names in here for these teams? Alex Hone attacks his two breakaway companions, Lawson Kredic and Kenny Ellison, to lead the peloton over the climb. There's a frantic pace being set with riders dropping off the back. There's Korotek's leader, Edward Sepulveda. Clay's been dragged back into the pack by Kalvach. Still two riders at the break up the road. It is Wilch who will wear the KOM jersey and Hone who will, well, just ride on for glory. I think I saw an attack today happening. Jesus Harada increasing the pace there for St. Michael Uber. Will Barter doing the same for EF Easy Post. Looks like those two groups who were dropped are struggling among the other dropped riders. This rider here, he looks like he could have done well in this race. Costu of Arkea B&B. Looks like there's a huge gruppetto here, organising themselves, led by Thalman and Caicedo. Mateus Verkic now on the out the back being dropped. One rider out in front, still that shooter rider. It is indeed Alex Hun. 16 kilometers to go. It's going to be a little bit bumpy before we get to the final climb. Rondell's done his work. He's dropping back into the peloton. There's 10 kilometers to go. Little bump up here before it's sent into the final climb. Lawson Craddock still on the front, sitting up for his leader, who is leading St. Michael Uber at this race, Jan Tratnik. Tratnik doing very well in real life this season. Peloton still split, this 30-man group behind. Not really trying to catch them, but not really sitting up either. They're all back together, 5.3 kilometers to go. Didn't mean to fast forward that. 4.5 kilometers. The Eritrean national champion on the front for Lidl Trek. On the left hand side it's Butrago and Costa going now. Venetveld about half a bike length off the back of them. Kevin Van Quillen, probably the only rider from Arkea B&B not to be in that back group. He tries to counter Soler on the right hand side of the road. Now following Stora and the Rota through the middle. It is still Butrago and Costa though. Out the front. 1.9 kilometers to go. Sudal Quicksteps and Michael Stora on the attack. And Tratnik on his wheel. Tratnik is dead. Butrago is probably the Butrago and Costa who attacked earlier have still got energy. Everyone else is looking dead. David Godu, who they said would be up here. Where's my Dimension Data Rider? There he is. There's Minkies. Is he going to launch a cheeky attack? No, Butrago takes the win. Attacking when he did was perfect for the stage. Costa in second. Looks like Stora just beats Godu. Is my pick for the stage. Minky's going to get top 10. Oh no, 12th, just outside the top 10 for Louis Minkies. Tesfazion doing really well in 15th there. Rubio Sivakov coming across the line. Big Visma Lisa bike presence. Chilling back here. Not too far down. The gruppetto, only 17 minutes, the very last riders. Let's have a look at that podium. Buitrago takes the stage, 9 seconds ahead of Costa Stora Godu, and that big mass sprint to the line. That of course puts him in... Oh, that's a nice jersey. Nice pinky purpley jersey for the leader of the Tour of the Alps. Buitrago leads by 13 seconds. Ooh, that is even nicer jersey, that turquoise jersey for Haynes Wilch, who is leading the KOM classification for CIC. Buitrago also leading the points classification, which is a red jersey. Costa will likely wear that as second place in that classification. Young rider also Buitrago, but Van Etveld will wear that into the second stage. And AG Tour Le Mondial leading the team classification ahead of Santander. Stage 1, Tour of the Alps. Let's have a look. Any DNFs? Nope, just our sim rider. GC, Buitrago, of course, Costa, Stora, Godu. There's the top 10, same as this stage classification points. Like we said, Buitrago, Costa, Stora, Mountain, Wilch, Buitrago, Huyn, Young, Buitrago, Van Etveld, Rodriguez, Tess Fazion doing very well, keeping up with Carlos Rodriguez there. Hey Joe, how's it going? Can't wait for me to pronounce all your riders wrong. Favourites for this stage, another punchy stage, Rota, Tratnik, Garcia. No dimension data rider there, but we will see what happens. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, good. Your team is... Yeah, fair enough. Here we go, starting stage 2. Let's get the top 10 in GC, top 10 in sprints classification. Let's go Mountain as well. Let's have a look at the jerseys before we start. Buitrago in the leader's jersey, Wilch in the mountain jersey, Costa in the points, and where's the youth jersey? There it is, Van Etveld in the youth jersey. This category 1 climb is going to sort the men out from the boys, but I think if he can keep up, I think so look kind of like a sprinty finish. I think Tess Fazion has a good chance of winning. He was up there yesterday. If he makes it over this Cat 1 climb, I think he could possibly take it. He's my pick for today. Quite a few riders trying to get into the breakaway. Who's letting them go? Who's not letting them go? It is Visma Lisa Bike doing a lot of the pacemaking. Bahrain Victorious kind of showing their face, but not quite so. There we are now, Bahrain Victorious on the front, Mikhlovic, Sutherland, Legak. But it's other riders who are chasing down the breakaway, as they're not happy with who's in it. You see no breakaway established as of yet. As of now, the breakaway is just established. We have Leber from Team Arkea, BNB, Hubie from UAE, Team Emirates, Orselin from CIC, and Valerio Conti from Team Koratek. Literally nothing for the break to do except for ride until 96 kilometers into the race. What's that, like 40 k's to go? So we got about 60 k's till anything really happens. Front of the peloton, Luke Rowe, Visma Lisa Bike, putting Palza. And Bahrain victorious, of course, with the race lead, showing their face with Mihlovic on the front. Just fast forward until it gets a bit interesting. Small uphill slope, but I don't think anyone should drop or cause any issues. Will they make it to the intermediate sprint? Hopefully, and if they do, I'm gonna say Conti should take it. Rider with the most experience here. Well, fall by Luka Kolnacki. But he is back in the peloton, losing no time at all. Leopard Trek chilling at the back. Intermediate sprint, 3 kilometers to go. Minute 17 back to the peloton. Still Luke Rowe, Svisted Bard Singh, Brennan, Palza, and Lagan on the front. Are they going to sprint for it? Come on, you can't tell me you've just ridden all this way and not sprinted for it. What a fucking, like... Ugh. Good on your breakaway. Short descent followed by the Cat 1 climb, the Saint Justina. Peloton has the breakaway in their sights. It is Rigoberto Urán now on the front. He is working for Damiano Caruso, who is 150 down. Slight crosswind, 5 kilometers an hour. Not much, not gonna disrupt anything. There's Valerio Conti. He's going for an attack now. He senses the peloton's right behind them and he wants to make it to the top of this climb before they get there. Everyone's keeping up with him reasonably well, sitting in behind his wheel. Peloton now being led by St. Michael Uber. Repito on the front. He moves across. Luke Rowe given his turn now. Most of the breakaway has been caught. It's just Valerio Conti up the road. Conti is about to be caught by Urán. The bunch is all together as we see Buitrago moving himself towards the front. Urán now attacks, but he wastes his energy earlier working on the front. Ineos moving Sivakov up on the right hand side of the road. Rodriguez also towards the front. Dropped out the back is Brennan. He's done a lot of work there today as we see an attack on the front by the 2 riders yesterday who tried to contest the mountain jersey. It is the German who is leading that classification, who takes maximum points. Everyone else in the peloton's not really going for it, but Matthias Weiss takes 3rd in that classification. It's all together at the front. Palza being dropped now, although the Leopard team just making it over the line. Small splits occurring as riders are just dropping the wheel. Looks like the Soudal Quickstep leader has been dropped as his riders are dropping back to bridge. Must be Storer, right? Maybe? Okay, well, Soudal Quickstep dropped back for someone. Maybe it was their French sprinter today. 14 kilometers to go. It's going to come down to a mass bunch sprint. A little bit punchy, a few bits of hard climb. St. Michael Uber, Visma Lisa Bike, Ineos Grenadiers, Intermarché, what do they call them? Wanty? Intermarché Wanty as well. Where is my pick for the day? There's Minkies. Where is Tesfazion? He is in the front bunch here. He's made it across that climb. Let's hope Dimension Data will work for him, but it looks like they're still thinking it's, I mean, it is a bit of a climb, still 6% to be fair. Carapaz now moving himself up. Climbers are coming to the fore. And you're sending all their domestics to the front. .6 kilometers now. A lot of the Ineos domestics are looking dead, but they're still holding a decent distance up the road compared to other riders. Rui Costa's falling a bit back through the peloton. We seeing anyone making any moves, are we? But Trago's just chilling nice and safe at the front. Carapaz is looking dead on his wheel. Carapaz is slipping back. Right hand side of the road is Kevin Van Quillen, who launched attack the other day, is on the offensive today. Lorenzo Rota and Remy Rochas. The unexpected are making moves. 2 kilometers to go for Kevin Van Quillen. Rota and Rochas have been caught by Rodriguez Utebrooks. But on the right hand side, it is Henrik Mulbran. He is moving Vincenzo Albanese into position. There's 300 meters to go, and Kevin Van Quillen would take the stage for Arkea BNB, but Albanese will take second ahead of Rota. Unexpected, and there's Stora. I'm going to stop betting on Visma Lisa Bike riders. Peloton comes in about 20 seconds down. There's Minkies. There is Tesfazion. He is up there. Just not up there. There's a lot of Dimension data riders up here. Brennan, last man home. Definitely within time gap. Podium, Kevin Van Quillen, only 15 seconds. In real life, this was a bunch sprint as well. Dennis took ahead of Pino and Ballerini. Elizondo got 9th. Cataneo. No similar riders. Buitrago still in the lead, 13 seconds ahead of Costa. I don't think there's much change, probably just some order in the top 10. Haynes Wilch of CIC still leading that KOM classification. And Buitrago and Van Quillen are tied equal in points, so Van Quillen will likely wear the jersey. Buitrago still in white, Van Etfield still in second. AG2R are still the team. Peloton for 6th. PT results is 2. GC, yep, just a small few changes. Riders moving up and down and around in this top 10 positioning. Carapaz dropping Bardet up. You can see the changes, you know what they are. Van Quillen moving up 1 place with that win, getting closer to the top 10 points. Buitrago still leading, Van Quillen coming out of nowhere. Here's the mountain, youth, team, Soul Decathlon, AG2R, and let's just double check that no one DNF'd the stage. That is correct. Getting to stage 3. We're at a mountain stage, we have a Cat 1 climb in the middle, another straight line to the finish. Rodriguez, Mas, and Carapaz are the favourites. Carapaz, I think, is not looking to flash this race, though. The stage was won by Geraint Thomas, Mikael Landa, his teammate, in second. Pozzo third, Pierre Hollande, who I've seen at this race, came fourth, Pinot fifth, Bookman sixth, Solano from the Italian national team in seventh, Caruso, Formolo, and Carthy. So that shows me a decent group can make it over that Cat 1 climb and make it into a favourites sprint towards the finish. Okay, let's quickly have a look who's in the jerseys. Becklin in the points, Butrago in the lead, Wuchk in the mountain, and Van Eetveld in the youth. Points classification less so important, but still there. Will we see an attack by someone? Maybe a GC leader who's a little bit far down. Enric Masters 2 minutes down. Sucks to suck. Elasondane's 30th. But yeah, Masters down. He lost a bit of time on that first stage. Once again, everyone will chase the break for a few kilometers as no one likes who's in the break. We'll wait for the break to properly establish before we bother. Bahrain Victorious controlling the pace, not letting few of these riders get into the break. There's a lot of riders trying to get in the break for today. In the group that is up the road that has been allowed to escape. It's the second bunch allowed. Looks like it anyway. Let's pause it and have a look who's in the breakaway. Boulderstone, Gulmi, Newhills, Vekic, Ruiz, Kreiswag, Kredek, Grusins, Gilnek, Caicedo, Novak, Harada, Gogol, Uran, Polzer, Sepulveda, Kostu. Damn. Big breakaway. Up to Bahrain Victorious to chase him down. The KOM leader is not in the break today. Will he be losing his jersey? Quite possibly. We are not entirely sure. We'll have to wait and see as we're climbing the Cat 3 Trento climb. Who's gonna sprint for it? There's quite a few big names. There's 17 people in the front bunch here. Better pause it while I get back up to the front. Looks like it's Jesus Harada who takes maximum points here. That moves him up to 9th in the points classification. He has 3 points, 10 on offer. Even if he gains all 10, he will not be leading the KOM classification. Guess that's why the KOM jersey doesn't mind not being in the break today. It's still Bahrain Victorious, EF Education, Easy Post, showing their face a little. Team DSM, what do they call themselves these days? DSM Fremench Post NL. Now we're about to start the Alp Rodrigo Zumis. 3 minutes is the gap to the breakaway. The gap is just widening as we see 3 riders dropped from the breakaway. Newhas, Ruiz, and Palzer. They're fighting to get back in. The gap has increased significantly. Where's Jesus Harada? Let's set the time gap for him, and let's set the time gap to the race leader with Trago. 5 minutes 15 is the time gap now. It is ballooned by 2 minutes at the start of this climb. Riders slowly dropping off from the breakaway. 8.2 kilometers is still working nicely together. You see them roll up, take a bit of a turn, then roll off. Novak pushing a huge pace now. He's dropping Goosens, Gogol, Palsner, Mateusz Vekic, former Gazprom Rush rider. 4.7 Ks to the KOM point. It is after the top. There is a short descent and then another climb. Hopefully gives a bit of time for them to recover. Meanwhile, in the peloton, Guillaume Martin has attacked. Guillaume Martin of AG2R Decathlon. He is on the offensive. He's making his way through the remnants of the breakaway. The breakaway still has 1.5 to the KOM point. We're not missing out on much yet. Guillaume Martin is just riding across. Let's have a look at the front. There's only 5 riders left. Who has been dropped? Rigoberto Uran was here. He got dropped. Anyway, it looks like it's going to be a sprint between Caicedo and Kreiswag for the points. Caicedo takes it, but he's only 3rd place in the KOM classification. Jesus Rider makes his way back up to the front bunch there. There's Uran. Martin now, not too far behind. We see Rubio attacking in the front bunch. Martin's only 3 minutes down. Arne Rubio on the attack. Probably left it a bit too late to get away from the peloton. I joined after Futsusi G Martin. Jimenez has fallen on the descent, but he is back up and with a group. Gogol and the Rubio descending the climb together. Rubio did the stupid thing. He's only 17 seconds in front of the peloton, being led by Will Barter. He, of course, working for Richard Carapaz. Further up the road, Guillaume Martin, Mateusz Vekic, and Goosens. Meanwhile, the breakaway has got an intermediate sprint incoming. Who's going to take the intermediate sprint? Are they going to go for it? Or are they just going to ride on through? Looks like they're just going to ride on through it, and it's the rider from Arkea B&B Hotels who takes maximum points there. $11Ks for the breakaway. We'll keep an eye on them. The second group on the road, only 34 seconds down. Uran, Sepulveda, Kredek, Novak. Then it is Martin, Vekic, and Goosens who have 50 seconds back to the peloton, led by Tesfazion. That must mean Menkes is on a good day. Further back, who is this? Enric Mas is in the back bunch. Enric Mas must be on an absolute shitter of a day, with Utebrooks and Bowman gone back to get him. Martin has been caught by the peloton. We see out in front, it is Balderstone who's launching the attack. 6.4 kilometers to go for him. The breakaway's all looking dead. Jesus Horado looks like he's biding his time. He looks like he's the strongest in the group. Ben O'Connor. How's O'Connor doing? He is 8th and he is chilling in the peloton there. Peloton's about to catch the Uran group. Caicedo looks like he's struggling a little bit in the back of the breakaway. 4.4 kilometers to go. Enric Mas not having a good time. Sepulveda attacks. He takes Carlos Rodriguez with him. Van Eetveld and Bardet are the first to react. Attacked by Caicedo at the front. The man from Tudor Pro Cycling. He's got a small gap on his fellow breakaway companions. Meanwhile, Romain Bardet is countering. He's trying to catch up to this breakaway. Bardet, Van Etveld, there's O'Connor, AG2R manager. Yes, stationary. Rigoberto Urán has been caught. There's 600 meters now for the breakaway. There's another. Will it be another Arkea win? Costio is going for it. He's sprinting for it. Boulderstone on the left-hand side. Bit of a drag race, but between the two riders in red. I think the Frenchman has it. The Frenchman takes it with a photo finish ahead of Boulderstone. Caicedo in third. Jesus Herrera, best placed from the breakaway, crosses the line in fourth. Let's get back and see what's happening with the GC favourites, Romain Bardet and Ben O'Connor from two, not even French teams. These two are out in front, just ahead of Costa, who is leading the rest of the riders up the road. Let's hit the camera back on the back. Marc Soler, the next of the GC men. The race leader has been dropped. The race leader looks like he'll be losing out on his race lead. The big upset in the overall. Van Etveld, Carapaz and Soler. Godou and Stora losing out a little bit also. It looks like a lot of riders not having a good day. There's Buitrago. There's the race leader. He lost 4 minutes on the leaders. Tratnik, Albanese coming through the line. Absolute pain. You see Bahrain has almost all their riders spread out across the road. Here we have it. Seeing the initial breakaway podium results. Ewan Costiu of Arkea B&B takes stage 3 of the Tour of the Alps ahead of Boulderstone, Caicedo, Herrada, Kreisberg, Kredek, Novak. Bardet, the first of the GC, 2 minutes 31 down. Ben O'Connor, 2:49. Rui Costa, 2:54. That moves Jesus Herrada into the GC lead. Being in the break today paid off for him. Bardet only 17 seconds down, then Costa and O'Connor about 35. The rest of the GC favourites over a minute down on Herrada. Buitrago, former leader, 1st to 10th. Best climber still Hainsworth of CIC. Points classification, Ewan Costiu now with a 10-point lead over Buitrago. And young rider Let Van Etveld overtakes Buitrago. Rodriguez also overtakes him. And Saint Michael Uber takes over the team classification, minute 56 over the closest rival, Intermarché Wanty. The main thing is we're not having any DNFs, which is pretty good there. Export that result. There's the GC. I'll be back. We are back. 2 stages to go. Tour of the Alps. Jesus Rider is leading. Let's get into it. Another mountainy stage. 2 cat 1 climbed. No mountain points on the finish. Another punchy stage. Who's it going to say? Caterpillar's favourite once again, Enric Mas. Let's hope he has a good day for the sake of his manager. Team Visma Lisa Bike not looking good in the overall standings. Have a look at that after this stage. Let's pick a winner before the stage starts. Let's hope Godu. I think Godu's going to do well. Let's go for that. Oh, 9 people watching the stream. Welcome, peeps. Stage 4. Real life won by... still the GC guys, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look at proper results. Stage 4 came a 48-man group came to the line together for the sprint, with Matteo Montaguti of AG2R taking the stage, Pino in second, Dennis third, then Luis Leon Sanchez, Jose Mendes, Damiano Cruzo, Larry Warbas, Ayuri Filosi, Matteo Busato, and David Viella. Big mess bunch sprint, which didn't really change the GC overall. Anyway, we're into the race now. Raining, not going to be a good day, especially with a lot of these descents occurring. That does mean there's likely to be crashes. Let's have a look at these leaders' jerseys since we missed that for Jesus Harada. There he is there. In pink, looking beautiful with his orange BMC bike. Points leader is Costiol of Arkea. Red bike, red jersey. He got the memo. Mountain jersey, still Haynes Witch, and he is in the breakaway with a teammate today. He sees there's lots of points on offer, and he wants to keep his jersey for the remainder of the race. And youth jersey, Venitveld, who has worn it all race, but actually is the owner of the jersey this time. Excellent work by him. And team classification, St. Michael Uber. Anyway, looks like we finally have a breakaway established. Let's see who's in it. Edward Sepulveda, Bolma, Giglumi. Riders that have finally made it up to the front of the breakaway. Oh, there's more riders. Hold on, let's start right at the start here. Cortesini, Heidershint, Sepulveda, Davis, Wiltz, Bolma, Giglumi, Caicedo, Martin, Jimenez, Pena, and Pescador. No major big names. The only major thing about the breakaway is that we have the KOM jersey inside. They hold about 3 minutes 20 of the St. Michael Uber, Visma Lisa Bike, and Bardiani driven peloton. FDJ, Lotto, Ineos, Intermarché there at the front also. Oh yeah, what is Van Etveld's stats? That's actually a good question. Hype. Big hype in the chat. 18 kilometers to the top of this category 1 climb, the Paso della Mendola. Let's hope our KOM jersey wearer can keep up and hold on to the lead. The gap is increasing ever so slightly for the breakaway, about 4 minutes 10 seconds now. No one's really dropping off anywhere, although the KOM jersey is sitting at the back of the breakaway. Not sure if that's a tactical choice or he's just getting the most draft up the climb. Hopefully he does something towards the top, something interesting. He does not. He misses out on points here as we see Pescador going for it, but no, Jimenez, last minute swoop, Caicedo finishing across the line in second. He is now 2 points behind Wilch, who probably should have gone for points on that climb. Caicedo got 4 points there in fourth. Tricky descent incoming with the rain falling. I hope all the riders stay upright, but at the same time I hope some of them crash just to make it a little bit more interesting. Oh, actually not too bad of a descent this time. Maybe when the peloton passes it. No, peloton's all going smoothly. Everyone's keeping upright. Everyone listened to the race briefing. Short little dip before they start climbing once again. Rider has been dropped. Nope, a fall. Baldassini, who I think was in the breakaway earlier today, has fallen in the peloton and is out the back. If he's already struggling, he's going to struggle even more without the pack to tow him along. It is Visma Leasebike on the front. Let's have a look. Stage 3. Where did Visma Leasebike come? No, not Young Riders. Stage 3, Enric Mas finished 38th, which was... how far down is it? 7 minutes down with Uterbrooks. So overall, Team Visma Leasebike are 34th with Mas. And he is 7 minutes down. They are really just having a bad day. Wait, Caicedo dangerous for GC? Oh, you... kinda. I mean, he's 9 minutes down. I mean, the break's got 4 minutes. I don't think they're going to let the break keep the 4 minutes. So it's not too dangerous. I mean, yeah, if the break wins by a long shot, then yes. Absolutely. Intermediate sprint inbound. No, all good. All good. All good, Mika. Coming up to intermediate sprint, some points on offer. Will we see a sprint puncture for Legac in the peloton and a fall? First we'll see if these guys are sprinting. They're not. Out the back of the peloton, 3 riders, Perez, Messner, and Naruka out the back. Legac also there. It looks like the Corotec rider caught back up. The riders who have crashed, are they trying to get back in? It looks like they're just chilling. I'd try and get back in. Imagine riding, 80 Ks in the rain all by yourself, struggling to make time cut. Not me. No thank you. Charles Page has fallen from Groupama. FDJ is back up in the bunch. $20 races. I'm pretty sure it's all the races that I stream that have big crashes, and everyone's like, it's on more than one. Anyway, breakaways 3 minutes 17. Let's increase this simulation speed. It is the Eritrean national champion for Little Trek on the front now, doing some of the pace making. Oh, who's been dropped? Nope, it's just a split in the peloton. That's probably what happened here. One of these splits like this probably happened. Oh my god, there's a fall. Albanese, Harper, and Roland on the ground, but back up again. Oh, for your team, lol. Orsolin and Mezjek are on the ground. Both of them are up, but are in A3 now, back with Page. Any close on GC fellas out the back here? 28 minutes, 21 minutes, 17 minutes, but that's just back to peloton, who cares? 2 minutes 46, I don't think the breakaway is going to make it, but this is the point where Welsh has to get some points in the mountain classification, or else Caicedo is going to overtake him. And Welsh has been dropped. Rookie should have gone for that first sprint. Caicedo is going to find himself in the KOM jersey. It is Jimenez who attacks. Sepulveda now trying something. Caicedo trying to get as many points as he can. He gets third over the top, but it's Welsh with the last minute comeback. He's going to get fourth over the top of this climb. Will that be enough to hold on to the jersey? I don't think so. I think they're going to be tied first, equal. No, Caicedo is 1 point ahead. Unlucky for the German. Van Etveld has attacked from inside the peloton. He's attacking over the descent. He's taken a small group of riders with him. Enric Mas is in the front group. Mas is on a good day for once. Enric Mas making the split. The race is all split apart as we come down the climb. A bunch of 7 riders: Van Etveld, Rodriguez, Costa, Godu, Mas, Quartacini, and Buitrago. A second bunch on the road: Stora, Carapaz, Bardet, Harada, Sivakov. Hale Michael has fallen. A13. I'll find him when he abandons. Missed that, apologies, Joe. 25 Ks for the breakaway. I think it's still a day for the favourites as the Van Etveld group has caught some of the breakaway. Mezjek has fallen. Luka Mezjek, oh, he is not abandoning, thank goodness for that. He is back riding his bike. There's no one standing still on the road. Excellent, back up to the front. Who is the orange guy here? Paddy Pentre. Oh, Chris Harper's here. He's losing his 17th in G. Oh, Steven Kreiswag, 9th overall. He's also losing his GC position. Second, but the Carapaz group now is joined by Bardet and Soler. We can get rid of the points classification names. We don't need those. Where did Ben go? Let's have a look. I just saw a crash on that corner. We'll focus on the crash first. Rui Costa's on the ground. Rui Costa's back up on his bike. Sepulveda has fallen in the front. Where's O'Connor? O'Connor is in the peloton with Costa. So they're about to catch up to the Carapaz group, hopefully soon. Front of the race, it's Caicedo and Jimenez going at it, attacking each other. 16 Ks. It's a bit of an undulating route, I'd say. There is no KOM points on offer, so it's just for the stage win now for these guys. Van Etveld, in the youth jersey, he is leading the peloton. Well, these bunch of riders here up the climb. Godu, Buitrago, and Rodriguez. There's a big fall in the back. A lot of riders on the ground. They all look like they're back. I don't see anyone laying on the road. As they begin this penultimate climb, they're all being split up. O'Connor's right at the back. Gil Martin is trying to drive him up to the front, but O'Connor is just dropping the wheel every so often. Soler, Harada in that group. Bardet and Carapaz trying to make it across to the front group with Mas in it. Surely we see attack from Enric Mas over this final climb. Caicedo and Pena still doing well at the front. Rip Mas, exactly. First day was good and he's, Jimenez attacks once again. Can Caicedo follow him? What's the gap from Caicedo? Where is the race leader? Harada. 2 minutes. Yeah, he needs 9 minutes or something. But anyway, Soler is trying to get up to the front. He's dragging Jose Harada. So Jesus Harada with him. Messner and Perez have crashed. once again, the two riders who are at the back even further behind. Jimenez goes once again just as Sepulveda catches. There's 5 kilometers to go for the riders at the front of the race. Caicedo cannot follow, and he has been caught by the Van Eetvelt Rodriguez group. Gogol and Thalman have fallen. Jesus, we'll look at that later. Anyway, it looks like Godou is leading the charge, and Rodriguez. Godou, my pick for the stage. Not going to be in it to win it. Jimenez. Rodriguez is ahead of this bunch by 20 seconds. No one's chasing him down. It's up to Van Eetvelt now. Jimenez of... is that no. Santander takes the win ahead of Carlos Rodriguez. Van Eetvelt leads this bunch across the line, followed by Buitrago. Godou Mas in his first good day of the year. Of the race, sorry. Sepulveda, Caicedo. Further down the road, Raymond Bardet bringing in Damiano Caruso, Lorenzo Rota, Kevin Vanquilin, winner of the race stage for a few days ago. A big upset to the GC. Carapaz, Soler, Costa, Herrada, Sivakov, and Stora now inside the top 20. 2 minutes 53 down. Here's Ben O'Connor now, he's coming across the line, 3 minutes 50, almost 4 minutes down on the stage winner. There's Ute Brooks. Here we have Louis Meintjes losing out today significantly. Stage 4 won by Jesus David Pena Jimenez of Team Santander. Carlos Rodriguez in second, 25 seconds back. Then Van Eetvelt, Buitrago, Mas, Godou. Going to be a complete upset in the top 10. Then Van Eetvelt is in the lead, 6-7 seconds ahead of Carlos Rodriguez. Buitrago in third, Godou in fourth. Jesus Herrada down to 6th. Soler, Carapaz, Ben O'Connor still in the top 10. But Caicedo takes over the KOM classification. Castillo still leads the points. Classification 2 points ahead of Buitrago. And Van Eetvelt in the race lead. And in the youth, of course, Rodriguez only 7 seconds though. Intermarché in the team's classification. GC, there we have the changes we see. Van Eetvelt up to first. Rodriguez only 7 seconds behind. Buitrago 39 seconds down. Then the other GC riders a minute, 2 minutes down. O'Connor, 10th. Tomorrow is another hilly stage. It could be up to 10. Enric Mas, the largest, places up. Still 6 minutes down, but now 15th overall. Points no change. Mountain, of course, Caicedo taking over that jersey. Van Eetvelt still in youth. And Team Intermarché take over. Final stage, another hilly stage, 1 Cat 1, 1 Cat 2, and then points on offer at the finish line. I was going to say Carapaz once again, Rodriguez. I'm going to say that Enric Mas, he showed his form yesterday, he's back on form today, he's going to take back, he's going to ride into the top 10 overall. Let's have a look who won in real life. Stage 5, penultimate stage of the race, was won by no other than T. Bopino, beating Brent Bookwalter, Geraint Thomas and Domenico Pozzovivo in a 4-man sprint. 2 seconds back we have Pierre Rolland, Michele Scarponi, Egan Bernal, Danilo Seleno, Mikael Landa, Emmanuel Bookman, Sergio Padilla. Then 7 seconds back for Rodolfo Torres. Okay, good on them. Market value. That's why I got rid of Pozzovivo. Amazing on paper, not so good in the race. Hey, another rainy day. We saw Mastered well in that yesterday. Will he do well today? Let's have a look at the jerseys ranking. Van Etveld now in red. Look at him. Beautiful. Suits his Lotto Destiny team. Costu still in red. I guess pinkish for Van Etveld from Arkea B&B. Caicedo now in the turquoise jersey. There he is there. Tudor Pro Cycling up at the front. And Rodriguez in the youth on behalf of Van Etveld. Looking good in white. And there's a fall already in the neutralised semi-section of the race. Paul Meganier. Paul has one guy I want. That's the one guy, is it? You want Vlasov. You want Vlasov. Quite a few more falls. Pilazari now they'll have to ride it out the back. Few attacks occurring. Caicedo, Kredek, Costu, Uterbrooks also on the attack. Sepulveda. Now the crash. Corey Davis out the back. Riders are not liking the rain today, but luckily it's the last stage. If they crash, they can just pull out, but PCM does not let that happen. Holy shit, more crashes. Rider from Bardiani looks like he's going to abandon. Let's write that in now before we forget. Oh, even Paul's wrong? Oh, that was you. So, yes. Delete. Bardiani. Alps S5. DNF. Head of him is Paletti. Breakaway is 5 riders: Sepulveda, Uterbrooks, Caicedo, Costu, and Lawson Credit. Quite a strong breakaway, but CIC want Wilch back in the KOM jersey, I think, as they are working hard to catch the breakaway, but to no avail. Nope, they just want to launch one of their other riders into the breakaway. Puncture for Rigoberto Uran, but he is back safe in the peloton. Oh, you want strong, that's who Hillings wants, don't you? Anyway, 3 minutes 22, the gap 3 minutes 30. Who is best placed in this group? 9 minutes for Caicedo, 8:57 for Lawson Credit. Uterbrooks, 11 minutes down. Maybe he's a satellite rider for Enric Mas, as we see he is rolling through. Category 2 climb. Today there are 16 points on offer. Not enough if you haven't got any points. But Caicedo has got the points. He wants to win that jersey. Yeah, you want the Kiwi. You want strong. I knew it. Pithy and strong together. I'll trade Pithy for strong. Lightheart has crashed, Heidelschlecht, and lose it. But all back in the peloton. One kilometer to the KOM point. Sepulveda is launching. Sepulveda going to take the maximum points here. He's third in that classification. Costu now comes through, but Caicedo blocked on the inside. extends his lead. Otto Brooks drops. Is that because he didn't want to sprint, or is that just because he's having a shit day? 50 is my duel. Fair enough. Otto Brooks back in the peloton. Valerio Conti has crashed now. Lightheart crashed once again. Not major riders, but still big names to mention. Front of the peloton, DSM, Lidl Trek, UAE, Lotto Destiny, and a bit of Ineos doing some of the pacemaking. Puncture for Orsolin. And I missed a major crash, did I? I'm not sure. Either way, there's riders at the back. I think they might have dropped on that climb. Museo, yeah, they're all kind of Conti level riders. Tolio Bardiani has fallen. He's moving right. Second abandoned by Bardiani. Oh, Max Soler has fallen. He's back in the peloton, and Baldancini and Tolio has abandoned also. Let's write that in. Bardiani losing 2 riders to crashes this race. Let's hope they don't have any more. Repito, I'm sure I've seen his name come up a few times for crashes. Unlucky for him. Intermediate sprint in 2 kilometers. Costillo should be going for this. He's not even going to go for it. They're just going to let him ride through in first. He extends his lead in the points classification. There's 25 points on offer. Who can beat him? The first 4 people can beat him. Who can beat him? Buitrago, Pena, and Vanquilin are the only riders who... probably Caicedo can probably beat him. They begin the Cat 1 climb, the Vasson Monte Bondon. Interesting name. Completely wrong pronunciation. Little Trek UAE, haven't seen much of them this race after Kreiswijk had a bad day. But they are leading the peloton up this climb. Otto Brooks, we're expecting something big from him. 80 Mountain in the breakaway. Satellite rider for Mars. Mars is chilling in the peloton. Yeah, Strong was supposed to be my duel, but you know. Pithy, better. Attack. Nope, a drop from the breakaway. Lawson Craddock has been dropped. Sepulveda now the next rider to be struggling to hang on. Otto Brooks is just pushing the pace. And the peloton's also pushing the pace. They're now within 2 minutes. Is Pavel Sivakov on the front now. Jeez, excellent work by them. They're just catching the breakaway with ease. Riders who have been dropped. Who is this? Craddock maybe? Thompson, Kudus, no one important, but it says someone important. And Jesus Harada is dropped from the peloton also just before the crest of the climb. Tratnik has fallen back to help him. He'll be likely losing his top 10 in GC. Otto Brooks and Costillo, will they sprint for the KOM points? No, they're happy with it. Caicedo hangs on for 3rd in the KOM classification. Sivakov going to take 4th over the top. Absolutely. Caicedo has won the KOM classification, barring he does not crash. And in these descents, it looks like they possibly could be some crashes. Fingers crossed there is. Verona off the back. .30 kilometers to go. The breakaway has just under 2 minutes lead on the peloton. Otto Brooks brings some redemption. I was hoping Mars would. followed by Hubie at the back of the peloton. Back at the front, the peloton is catching, led by Chris Harper. Sivakov doing a lot of the work there. 10 kilometers, a minute 22 for our two breakaway riders. The final climb of the day. Utebrooks should try something. He is, but the Frenchman is sticking close to his wheel. The gap has extended to 2 minutes 40. I'm expecting an attack from one of these GC men. Everyone just seems content to leave it how it is. Costu and Utebrooks coming to the line together. 1.4 kilometers to go. Will Utebrooks be the redemption for Visma Lease Bike? It looks like he will not. Another stage win for Arkea B&B Hotels as Ewan Costu takes the stage. Third place, it looks like Onley is leading out. Who are they leading out? Vermaaka? Kreiswag, who lost his GC place the other day. Costa was only just going for it himself. On the right hand side, looks like Lorenzo Rota, best of the GC men. No, Tesfazion finally in his good form, doing some great efforts. Third place for him. Excellent work, Team Dimension Data. There's Guillaume Martin, 16th. He's going to finish in behind Jesus Harada. Last man on the road is quite a way down. Will we see some overtimes? Some belly punctured. $10Ks to go for this Frenchman here from Saint Michael Uber. He's gonna make it. Oh no, Betanov has fallen, apparently. Somewhere. Final podium of the race. Stage winner, Ewan Costio with Saint Utebrooks 4 seconds behind. Then Tesfazion, the one day I don't go for Dimension Data. They do well, but well done to him. Finally showing his form, grabbing his legs, getting his confidence back into the race. But B&B Arkea, that means Lennart van Etveld wins the overall Tour of the Alps. Rodriguez 7 seconds behind. I'm surprised he didn't try anything on that climb. Buitrago in third. O'Connor up to 9th as Jesus Harada is out. Caicedo wins the mountain classification. Wilch, who was in the lead all the way until last stage, drops to 3rd as Costio gains some more points today. Points classification, Costio takes that also. Arkea Samsic with a masterclass, winning a lot this race actually. Van Etveld, of course, in youth. Rodriguez second behind him, and Intermarché take the team classification. There we have it, final stage results of the race. Pro Tour results S5. There we are, the Excel documents are up there. Let's have a look. 2 withdrawals, both from Bardiani, Alex Tollio and Luca Rastili. Utebrooks and Costio 3 minutes ahead of the peloton. Everyone really kind of kept together, although Jesus Harada lost 6 minutes this stage. Minky's 3 minutes 30. You can check the other stuff, the other results anyway. Here's the GC. Harada dropping 6 places to 12th. Top 60 in GC. And then other classifications. Points classification, Kostio, Arkea, Samsic. Easy win by him there. Mountain classification, Caicedo. Venethveld takes youth. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, people. That's the end of the Tour of the Alps.